Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he just does get that one away. He was being... Force the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. They'll go play action with Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Lions first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense.
He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyjae Spears. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way.
That'll be intercepted. Picked up, and now he loses the football. The Lions have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll get this up close to a first down, working it to the 33-yard line. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. On the bootleg, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. 3rd down, 3 to go. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. A second down throw for Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 96 yards.